Hello, brave, beautiful, beloved soul friends. Welcome to another Conversations with Kristin, that glorious time of your day where you explore human consciousness and the healing journey of life from the inside out. Thank you so much for being here, soul friends, and thank you for being you. It is a blessed honor and a sacred privilege to connect with you in this way. So today's topic is really cool. It's about rapid blinking and how that relates to the neurobiological core causalities of mental health battles. Pretty epic, right? So thank you for tuning in to this Conversations with Kristin. I'm really looking forward to sharing some super magical, transcendent wisdom with you all. So sometimes when stuff's going on, like during a dissociative switch of consciousness when living with dissociative identity disorder, for example, and it might happen during other types of experiences with some form of a mental health battle of some kind as well, there's something that happens where you start to just go like this. And out of nowhere, you just kind of start to rapidly blink. And everything kind of gets a little hazy because your eyes aren't focusing because you're busy rapidly blinking. And you don't even exactly know why, but it's just like happening. And you're just like, oh my goodness, what's even going on? And then maybe there's some funny feelings inside. And maybe there's a shift of perceptions. And maybe there's a shift of feelings in your body. And maybe there's a shift of emotions. And maybe there's some kind of internal shift regarding how you're experiencing yourself or your life. Or maybe it just feels really funny and it's kind of anxiety provoking. So what's happening? What's the neurobiological explanation to this experience? And how can we use this insight to empower our everyday healing journeys of life? So when there's that rapid blinking with this specific kinds of things, like this specific topic of having some kind of mental health experience, okay, there's implicit memory systems existing and operating beyond all awareness. And rapid blinking is a sign that those implicit memory systems are being accessed in a specific way, okay? So that's like the first little piece. So when there's rapid blinking like that, it means that the unconscious brain is accessing implicit memory systems, okay? But here's the thing. Your brain is always accessing implicit memory systems. In every single moment of every single day, your brain is reaching into implicit memory systems. That's how you can, oh, hi, B. Oh, hello. I came in to say hi. Oh, that's fun. That was fun. Where was I? So every single moment of, okay, that's a perfect example. Oh, I love that. That's a perfect example. How was I able to recognize that that was a bee? How was I able to look at it and understand the sight and the sound of what I was perceiving? It was coming from my implicit memory systems. And so the stimulus of what I was seeing went in and went through these processes in my unconscious mind, and it reached in and it grabbed data and was like, here you go, here's some info to help you understand your life experience. And I was able to understand that that was the sight and the sound of a bee, because my brain was automatically accessing my implicit memory systems, okay? So in every single moment of every single day, when we're awake and when we're asleep, literally 24/7 in every nanosecond of our lives, our implicit memory systems are being activated, okay? So they're already being activated all the time. But if that's the case, then how come we're not rapid blinking all the time? Okay, so what's the difference? What's going on? If I'm here and I'm moving through life and I'm not rapid blinking, and then all of a sudden, like maybe I turn my head, or maybe I hear a sound or something, and then suddenly I just start rapid blinking out of nowhere, what's happening? Why is that different? Okay, rapid blinking happens in this way, especially associated with dissociative switches of consciousness when living with some kind of trauma-based battle, like PTSD or CPTSD or DID or OSDD or BPD. Rapid blinking means that a piece of internal or external stimulus, which means a thought or a feeling, and it might be something beyond awareness. Like it might be a thought that you didn't actually think, but that's happening beyond your awareness. Subconscious thoughts, basically. Data that's happening within your parts of consciousness beyond your awareness as neurobiological projections engage. So internal stimulus, some kind of internal thought or feeling beyond awareness or within awareness, that's internal stimulus. Or external stimulus, which is something you see or hear or feel. It could be the air on your skin. It could be the feeling of the sun on your skin. It could be hearing the bird. It could be seeing grass. It could be any kind of external stimulus. Any kind of stimulus, internal or external, shifts the style in which implicit memory systems activate to access different portions of associations. And so memory systems are this complex network of associations. They're not like little file cabinets where there's like, here's everything from this day, and here's everything from this day, and here's everything from this year. It's not like that. It's a complex web of associations, and every moment of the entire lifespan of this body is stored in this complex web of associations. And so every piece of stimulus that comes in shifts the way that implicit memory systems access those connections and those associations of data stored within the body's cells, okay? So when rapid blinking happens, it's because a shift in stimulus caused the brain to reach into a portion of implicit memory systems that is experiencing disintegration, which means a lack of integration. And integration just means having healthy connections with one another. And you can think of this like couples in a relationship. It's all about coupling. Memories are all about coupling. And we'll talk a little bit more about memory coupling in another video. So stay tuned for more magic here at youtube.com/Kristin Chronicles. We'll dive into memory system coupling a little bit deeper in another video. But basically, there's healthy coupling, and you've got like these two people who are in this great relationship, and they're very independent and they do their own thing, but they're also very close and they take time to connect. And that's harmonious coupling. And then there's undercoupling, which is like two people living in separate rooms of a house and they just never talk to each other. Like you wouldn't even know that they're in a relationship. And then there's overcoupling, which is like two people who are just obsessed with each other and they have no distinction about who they are and they're just up in each other's business all of the time and they're constantly agitating each other because they have no space and no separation and blah. Okay? And so disintegration within memory systems means that there's undercoupling and or overcoupling of memory system data. So pieces of memory associations don't have enough connections or there are too many connections. That's disintegration or a lack of integration within memory systems. And that's all associated with the storage of neurobiological data. It has nothing to do with who you are. You as a person cannot ever be disintegrated. That's not it, because you are consciousness. You are not your neurobiological wiring. But when neurobiological wiring doesn't have enough connections or there's too many connections that are not allowing for proper ease and flow, it can feel like dis-ease. And that's disintegration of neurobiological wiring. But you are not your neurobiological wiring. And all of this can be reprogrammed. All of this can be rewired. And then it can have harmonious coupling and integration of data, which creates more ease and well-being. Okay? So when there's this rapid blinking stuff going on, it's because a piece of internal and or external stimulus reached into those implicit memory programs and began activating portions where there's disintegration, where there's not enough connections or there are too many connections within your memory data. And then your brain was like, oh my gosh, like I'm trying to get to this info and like I'm trying to get to this info and like I'm trying to get to this info and like I'm trying to get to this info. And then you might feel a shift in things. You might have a headache, or you might feel some weird body aches, or you might feel some uncomfortable emotions, or you might be accessing some unpleasant memories. And it's all because of how your implicit memory systems are being accessed. Okay? So that's the core causality, the neurobiological insight regarding this rapid blinking thing that happens, especially in association with any type of trauma-based battle. There could be anxiety or dissociation, and then there's these kind of interesting times where there's this rapid blinking thing going on when living with something like dissociative identity disorder or otherwise specified dissociative disorder, or even borderline personality disorder. This rapid blinking could be involved in some sort of shift or switch of consciousness, which is where neurobiological data over here and neurobiological data here have no connections, and then all of a sudden, based on internal and or external stimulus, you're jumping from here to here. It's a jump in disconnected neurobiological data. Okay, beloveds? So that's the core causality, the neurobiological insight regarding this whole rapid blinking thing, okay? And what you can do to help yourself when you experience the rapid blinking is to ground yourself. And you can do this most effectively by shifting your attentional focus towards pieces of gentle stimulus. And I have a free brain rewiring playbook. It's like a workbook, but a whole lot more fun. A brain rewiring playbook that walks you through this whole process about how to harness your personal power by focusing towards gentle stimulus to rewire the neural networks that are being activated. And so if you use this trick when you notice your rapid blinking, it's going to help connect the disconnections within your implicit memory systems existing and operating beyond all direct perception and immediate awareness. Okay? You can't get to your implicit memory systems by consciously trying to get there. But when they're being activated, and you'll notice that because you're rapid blinking, that's accessing disintegrated data within memory systems where there's undercoupling and or overcoupling. If you use this healing journey trick, you'll be rewiring those even though you can't get to them. Pretty amazing, right? Pretty spectacular. Pretty revolutionary magic, eh? And all of this is stuff that I've created through my own personal healing journey. This is all new content in the world, so please, please, please feel free to share it. I would love for this to reach as many people as possible. The healing powers of these insights are transcendent, to say the least. So please, please feel free to embrace this opportunity to dive deeper into your personal healing journey, and please feel free to share it. Share it in online support group, share it with your friends. Let's share the awareness so that there's more hope and healing empowerment dancing in the energies across the globe. Okay, you can grab this free brain rewiring playbook at kristinwindsor.com/gifts. And that link is here in the video description below. It's a free gift of love from my heart to yours, sharing what I've learned on my healing journey. And it helps you rewire your neural networks in a very gentle, easy, loving way that you can do any time of any day. Like, you don't have to go off and be like, okay, it's brain rewiring time. No, like, you can just gently do this in your everyday life. And it literally reprograms your brain and helps heal stuff that's happening beyond your reach. You can't even reach into your neural networks, but you can use this trick to rewire them. Okay, so rapid blinking, especially in association with any form of dissociative or anxiety-related battles stemming from any form of traumatic history, the rapid blinking is when your brain is accessing implicit memory data that's not, it doesn't have enough connections to help your brain navigate stuff. Because the purpose of memory systems, neurobiologically, is to help us navigate our life. And so if there's not enough connections in that memory data, or there's too many connections in that memory data, then it's disintegrated, or a space lacking integration, which just means optimal connectivity, basically. Optimal connectivity of cells. That's all that means. And it has to do with your neurobiological wiring, not you as a person. You as a person could never be disintegrated. It's just the neurobiological wiring, the data in your cells based on automated processing of past experiences, but it can all be rewired. So the rapid blinking is accessing data that doesn't have thriving connections. And when you notice the rapid blinking, you can actually rewire those neural networks, even though you can't directly get to them, by using this trick of redirecting energetic focus towards gentle stimulus with compassionate love. And I have a free brain rewiring playbook that walks you through this whole process. And you can grab that gift and many others at kristinwindsor.com/gifts. Thank you so much for tuning in to these conversations with Kristin. It has been an absolute blessed, sacred privilege to connect with you all in this way. I am sending you so much love and so much light. My beloved soul friends, so much love and so much light. So much love and so much light. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you enjoyed this video, if you liked hanging out, if you learned something, or you just want to spread a little positivity in the world, I invite you to hit that like and subscribe button. I really appreciate your support on my channel as I share my healing journey messages. Thank you for being here, soul friends, and thank you for being you. If you'd ever like to dive deeper into your personal healing journey and connect one-on-one with me, I would be honored to share sacred healing space and serve as a healing journey guide for you so that you have all the insight, empowerment, clarity, guidance, tools, resources, understanding, and loving, uplifting encouragement into all that you can be so that you can embrace the infinite moments of happily ever after that await you. You can explore more about who I am and what I do at KristinWindsor.com, and you can also book a session with me there. And that link is in the video description below as well. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you being you, and I will see you next time. Have a beautiful and blessed day, my soul friends. Namaste, beloveds. The love and light in my miraculous consciousness. See and honor the love and light in your miraculous consciousness. Blessings, beloved.